Hi, everybody. Welcome, Coach Playbook with Paul LaPolice. Grey Cup edition. Today, let's talk about Week 8. Toronto played Winnipeg. Winnipeg loses this game 16-14, but there's a lot of good things defensively I wanted to talk about. Cameron Dukes got the start. Nick Arbuckle took over. Some stats for Winnipeg. I've got it over here. There's only 12 first downs all game. Net offense of 205 yards. Only 56 yards on second down for the Argonauts offense and 0 trips into the red zone. So the Toronto Argonauts defense played great, but so did the Winnipeg Blue Bombers defense. They were spectacular. I pulled about 8 or 9 clips, show some of their matchup man coverage they like to play, their zone coverage. It's a mixture of man and zone, and just some good things they did stopping Nick Arbuckle earlier in the season. Obviously, we'll see Nick again this week. So before we go, please subscribe to the page, turn notifications on, and we'll continue to post stuff as we go. But let's open the playbook on the Winnipeg's defense, Week 8 versus Toronto and Nick Arbuckle. This defensive system is utilized to make quarterbacks hold the football, and you see that happen right here. This is a 5-man rush. They're going to bring 4 plus 1 and still play what they call their match coverage. So if you watch, Big Hill's running out, and he's what's called the wall player, and he's going to take any inside breaking route, or he's going to get underneath any outside breaking route. So you see him right there because he sees nobody breaking in. So he's underneath this throw. They have somebody over the top. He's right here. So that's that side of the field. This side of the field, all right, you have, he's running to this one. He's inside of this one. He's over the top of this one. He's outside on that one. So as he runs and expands to this player, and it looks like they're trying to do a little double move to the inside, that player's right there. So you have somebody over inside of that one. You have somebody over the top of that one. You have somebody underneath that one. And that's why Cameron Dukes holds this ball. Takes a real short drop, and then he's got to go. And there's the sack. So you can see, got nobody open. Now I'm going to try to scramble. By that time, all right, Cramdy can get involved, create the sack. I don't have much to teach here except just impart a little bit of knowledge that Retta Cramdy is a good football player. Watch him right here. Man, that's a great football play. Watch him. He's going to be right here. And when you start adding people into the box to help blocking, so you can see right here, they're adding the fullback to go. This is called a wham scheme. He's going to block this defensive end and create a hole. Well, Cramdy's got him man-to-man. So when he adds to the run, Cramdy adds to the run, and look at this. Boom. That's a spectacular play. Toronto runs one of maybe the deeper routes in the Canadian Football League playbook, trying to beat the match, and they can't make the play. It's incomplete. I'll show you what they're trying to do. All right. Usually you got a teams like run a guy right here, and then in the wake, they have a guy go behind him. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to move that guy out of the way and throw into this space. So you show early that I'm breaking into this area, so you're trying to get him to drive down. And then you run away from this player right here on a post. So when he drives down, you throw the post. But great recognition. I believe that's Michael Griffin. He recognizes, and he gets over the top of it. So great recognition on this deep throw. It makes it a difficult, can't be made. You can see Arbuckle here. Watch how deep a drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he's climbing. It's what I call peg Y post. And you can see it from this angle, from the coach's angle. So this route is trying to go this way, trying to get that guy to bite. And then he shows up here. That's how you normally run the route. But if you know that guy knows what he's doing, you're trying to get him to drive this one, leave this guy out here, and then you run the post behind him. But great recognition, like I said before. Good play by the Bomber defense. Once again, this defense and this match coverage I call, you're just trying to put quarterbacks in position where they can't get their first throw. They can't find where they need to go, and then they got to scramble, and that's what happens right here. So let's start to the boundary where Zach is looking. There's a linebacker right here, but he's man-to-man on the back. Big Hill releases out. And watch Big Hill. He's just running to a spot, and he's going to, there's a curl route, so he's going to get underneath the curl. So you have two people. He's under the curl. He's on this one. The linebacker being man-to-man doesn't affect anybody in that area. Okay, so those two, and he's on him. So right there, he's over the top, and can't throw his curl route. So that's why he starts to scramble. Go to the match on this side. He lets him go to that player. He's going to push and expand to the first inside breaking route. So he's covering that. He's one-on-one. These two are over the top of that one. So there's not a lot of places to go with the football. And that's what happens to quarterbacks sometimes. And then they scramble, and you go into scramble rules to get the completion. 1st and 10 is one of the ways you can attack this Winnipeg defense. Mackay poke, huge. This is a 20-yard comeback. You got a run look. So the Bombers are playing run, hard play action pass. You got one-on-ones on the outside, Mackay poke. Just get them out of their back pedal and get the first down. So that's one thing you can do is show run looks and attack these corners. Because you can't play match coverage to all these sets. You got to put more people into the box to stop the run. That creates one-on-one opportunities. And good throw by Nick here. You can see it from here. Everybody's committed to the inside, so you throw it way on the outside for the first down. Little late here on this throw. Had a chance at it, but when you look to the field, you're going to be late on this backside. Once again, educate you on coverage. He's looking for the first inside breaking route. He's going to pick it up man-to-man once it shows up. That's the matchup man. He's going to be over the top of this route on the outside. He's going to be in the inside. They're figuring out which route and how it plays out. He's going to lock that one up man-to-man. He'll end up one-on-one by himself. Okay, that's that side. Now, Nick looks this way, but then he flips his hips. This side of the match, okay, Cramdy's going to rush and keep the back in there, be man-to-man on him. Watch Big Hill. He's expanding. He sees that nobody's breaking in, so he's going with the out, but then they do a double move where they do an out and back in. So Big Hill's now leveraged, but watch the safety drive this and make the play. So excellent job. All right, you have one underneath, and you want over the top, and he's just waiting to see and then drive it. I believe that's Nichols. Nice job. You can see Nick, eyes field, flips his hips. Now he's going to be a little bit late, so Nichols can make that play. This is a good concept. You call this a match beater. So what happens sometimes in this zone, he's taking the first inside player, and if he goes inside, he'll take a man-to-man. He's going to be a low player, but he's going to have to push to anything in the flat. These two are the deep players. So he starts expanding to one. He's over the top of one. He's inside of two. That's number two, the second receiver. But because that curl happens, he's got a long way to travel, and he can't get out underneath it because he has to lock up him and take the first inside. So this is what I would call a match beater. This is, if you throw this on time, as soon as that guy expands, if he doesn't expand, you throw this one. But he expands, bang, there's the throw. So nice play here by Toronto, attacking their coverage here, getting the ball out of their hands quickly. Once again, when quarterbacks are indecisive, the pass rush can get home and things break down. So here is another incompletion, and let's see what happened. This is a concept every team in a Canadian Football League runs. Inside here, runs a corner route. Right there, he's going to come in the wake and stop on a hitch, and he's going to run a hitch. So that's how they're trying to get a quick and easy throw. But watch, the inside player in this match coverage, he's going to run, and he's going to attach to this number two. 24 is going to play in between, and now you have a player inside this vertical route and a player outside. So he's outside the corner route, and if he ran a post, he'd be inside it. So they've got leverage. You're always trying to do this to get two people on the deepest route, and you push to the other ones. So if Nick would have thrown possibly this one immediately, he's got a chance. But now that he's holding the ball, nothing else available to him on that side of the field. And as these guys are going to pick their people up and go, now he has to scramble and find something. So that's the key to this defense. You may only rush 4 people a lot of times, but the quarterback's going to hold the ball because it doesn't look normal, and guys aren't open as usually they are in regular zone coverage. So, Winnipeg's done it so well this year. Jordan Younger and his staff, Richie Hall, they've been spectacular.